Hi there, everyone. As you start to come in, it is June 5th. I can't believe it. That is like half over. This year's about half over. Almost, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, welcome. I'm Andrea, and we are here in June. We do this every single month. It's a live stream, and we just kind of see what comes through for us. And these events have changed over time. I used to do this way back. Hi there, David. Hi, Jan. And great to see you too. And we used to do this on Facebook. And I do want to just give a little bit of information to all of you who do join on Facebook and want to see the replays of this later on, or maybe you share them, with thank you very much if you do share these with other people on the platforms. I appreciate that. But um, Facebook has said that they're going to delete all the live videos over 30 days old. And so I'm sure that's not just for me, it's a platform thing. So if you do start seeing that different accounts, their videos are disappearing, that's a Facebook thing that they're doing. I think that's going to be starting pretty soon. So I just want to let you all know that. You can always find the replays though on the Mainstream Reiki YouTube channel. They're living there all the time. We do this version, which will be the full hour, and then we edit it down just to the experiential part in the beginning. We'll edit it down. We will add some music to that version, and so both those versions are always on the YouTube channel, and you can find, I guess, years of them there. And if you do look back at the older ones, you'll see that things have changed. Hi there, SD Shantz. Beautiful to see you here, and everyone else. And Cassie, oh, I gotta say, Cassie, in the chat there, she's a featured practitioner with Mainstream Reiki. And I just want to give her a shout out because she's a fantastic practitioner, and all the practitioners listed there are. And so now I feel like I need to go through all of them, but Margot comes to mind, and Lauren, and the other Lauren, and who else? Let's see. Now I'm in trouble now. So hold on, I gotta go look. Let's see, we've got Lauren, Margot, Katie, of course, the other Lauren and Cassie over there. And so if you want to try Reiki for yourself, but you don't know who to go to, I don't see individual clients anymore. I do mentoring and channeling for people instead. So if you want to have a Reiki session and you're not sure who to go to, my recommendation is you go to mainstreamreiki.com, and we have a link there in the chat, and you find one of those lovely practitioners there. They're going to take care of you. Okay. I know them. So that's how I can recommend them to you. So beautiful in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Mariana. And Nicole, good to see you from the Netherlands. All right. I feel like I could just chat with you all day long, but we're here to tune in and see what comes through. And for those of you newer here, I am a Reiki master teacher, but Reiki is a channeling of a healing energy, a vibration. And notice I said the word channeling, we bring through that energy. Well, there's more to channeling than just that. And so I am more and more sharing my other channeling with you, and that is a group of beings called Emissaries of Light. And I share messages from them to you in my newsletter every month and here. And that's what we're doing. This is becoming more prominent in my work, and I'm even offering a special event in my in-person classes that start a week from Friday in the UK. I'm flying over there just to teach these classes, and the Emissaries of Light are showing up for a special event. So that's the first one of its kind, and we're going to see what happens. So I'm really excited to do that and see where we're going. Because if you've been around for a while, you know that things have kind of changed. My invitation to all of us is to follow our guidance. Even if you're scared, even if you're anxious, follow what really resonates with you, because you will be guided to do some amazing things. And I'm not telling you it's easy for sure, but now's the time. And if you're here with me, this message is for you. So follow that guidance, follow that discernment. And we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to get started, and we're going to see what comes through for you today. So I would invite you to sit back and relax. This time is for you, and you deserve this time with complete and total focus on your body, mind, and spirit. Notice that mind was not singled out, nor was body, nor was spirit. The highest frequencies of healing energy are coming through for you right now. You may open your eyes, you may close your eyes. Simply intend to receive fully and completely in the ways that meet your highest needs right now. And this means you can return to this at any time. And what you are offered will adjust to your needs. You are in constant motion, and you are a multidimensional being. What your mind believes you need is simply one fragment, one idea, perhaps fueled by emotion. You have higher consciousness at all times. It is a part of you. You are connected to it. And this higher part of who you are knows the truth of who you are, who you've always been, and who you shall forever be. And this higher part of you knows your purpose, knows your needs, and knows how to help you beyond what the human mind can imagine. And so you are invited in this moment to focus on your heart, the engine in the middle of your chest. This is an engine of compassion, an engine of vitality, electrical in nature, enlivening your body and creating even a magnetic field. Your heart represents your aliveness and your connection to yourself and to all that you come into contact with as a human having this experience on earth. Your heart engages with everything. And with your attention on your heart, you are invited to notice a faint light within, a brilliant white light, but faint perhaps. And the longer you hold your gaze upon this light, the light grows in intensity. From the innermost layers of your heart, this light begins to illuminate your entire heart, your physical heart, your mental heart, your emotional heart, and your spiritual heart. All work in unison for you. The light begins to emanate from the heart that you visualize in your mind, expanding and growing, amplifying in vitality, shining through your entire physical body that you are used to visualizing. Know that this light shines through every aspect of who you are, known or unknown to you. This is the light of your life force, the light of your higher self, the light of who you truly are. This light has the power to heal you at the deepest of levels. The shadows that you turn away from within yourself, the memories that you feel shame about, are all dimmed, healed, and released in the light of who you truly are. You see, you need not engage with anyone or anything other than the truth of your nature. Because you are divine in nature, you are universal in nature, and you lack nothing at all. Everything that you have sought resides in the light that you are. You have simply believed otherwise, and in this moment, we are inviting you to expand your understanding of yourself. And if this is too much for you at the present time, you are invited to simply know that this is an idea, a possibility, and that others have ventured here before. For as a human to know that they are not on the leading edge, but perhaps a step behind, this can be comforting to you. And we acknowledge this, for you are having a human experience, and we commend you for this. You are courageous each day. You are brave, and you are magnificent in your ability to be steadfast, in your ability to hold truths between worlds. There is so much that you have trouble reconciling, and yet you do move through your life day after day with loose ends, so to speak. So you are fully capable of having ideas of possibilities and needing not to make up your mind. It is all right. We simply wish for you to open your heart more fully and completely to the truth of who you are, because in that light, all shall be known by you. And as you embody this truth, your human existence, your human capabilities transform and amplify. We are here to guide you and to show you a way. We did not say the way, there are many ways. And if you are here and you are hearing this message and you are feeling this energy that is offered to you, you are asked to discern if this is accepted. And if it is not, you are blessed and you are loved and respected. And you are invited to find what you are led to, what does resonate with you, because all paths lead to the truth of the light of who you are, because this is the one truth you see. So all paths do lead there. This is simply one. We thank you for your time and attention to hear this message, to feel this energy, and to strengthen your skill of discernment. And we have talked about this many times with you in the past through words and newsletters and here live in events such as this. Your power of discernment is your guiding force, is your navigation. All humans on the planet are given this power of discernment. It is part of the required equipment, so to speak, for a human having a life on earth. And so this discernment is your power. to navigate. Strengthen your discernment. Use it to better trust yourself. Sit in the light of who you are. Sit in the light of your heart. At any time that you feel overwhelmed, anxious, angry, dissatisfied, if you find yourself pointing a finger, needing justice, placing your ability to feel better in the hands of others, when this circumstance is known by you, choose instead to go within the light of who you are. Imagine yourself nestled in your chest, in your heart that is illuminated in light. Imagine yourself there, held in love and compassion in the light and truth of who you are. Retreat there and have an inner experience. Allow the earthly and human distractions to pass you by and reconnect with who you are. For in this knowing, your energy shifts. When you engage with the truth, you ascend. And from a higher perspective, you can forgive. You can look without needing something in return. You can also love without needing something in return. For many on the planet now are in an illusion. And the fact that you know this does not make you above them or them below you. For all is happening brilliantly, regardless of what judgment you may put upon it. Nurture yourself and have awareness about your journey, your emotion. And we will say this about emotion. Thoughts fueled by your emotion create. Thoughts fueled by your emotion create. And so be aware of your emotions, because you are creating as you think and feel. And you are invited to step forward in your responsibility to your creations. And if you have said and if you believe the world should be a better place, what are you creating? The awareness that you have gained, hearing these words, stepping forward in your responsibility, can be a pivotal point so that what you create is of higher vibration, fueled by your awareness, fueled by your healthy emotion, positive emotion. And need we will say love. For many of you, that is out of reach at this point. But like we have said earlier, simply know that it is possible. Start where you are. This is perfect. Your awareness and your discernment will lead you forward at the pace and in the manner that is suited to you, because you are unique and need not be compared to anyone else. You have come to do much, and you have met every task. You have met every task. Do not think otherwise, for this keeps you in illusion. All is with purpose, and you are moving forward. We thank you for hearing these words. We thank you for using your discernment, taking what resonates with you and simply leaving the rest. It is wondrous to be a human on earth at this time. And we do hope that you can appreciate who you are, who you've been, and who you shall forever be, as we do. Know that you are connected and receiving energy in the perfect amounts needed, in the perfect ways for where you are now. And when you're ready, you may return in whatever way feels good to you. What a joy that was. I hope that you, I hope that you could feel the energy, could feel the love for you that I felt come through. Even a fraction of that, I certainly hope that you do feel that. Most certainly. Yes. And at the present time, um, yes, I'd welcome your comments in the chat if you'd like. And yes, welcome. If you came a bit late, welcome. And we will have the replay available as well. I'm still a little bit in the clouds, and it's a beautiful feeling, I must say. Thank you for being here and taking this time for you, because there are so many different ways that you could be spending these moments. And what I would say is, what you choose to focus on is so significant. It cannot be understated that what you focus on is instrumental. And what came through a few minutes ago about emotion fueling thought is creative. And so, that is interesting to me, because what that means for me is that what I choose to focus on, I'm going to be thinking about, right? This is, I believe, a key of manifestation, that you can visualize the manifestation having occurred. But when you put emotion in there, when you put emotion behind that, the creative force is amplified. And you are here to create. That isn't for somebody else to do, that's for you to do. And it isn't a select few, it is for you. Yes. Oh, Rose and Jack, it was your first time here. Well, welcome. That's awesome. Thank you. Yes. And Jan, oh, nice. Yes. Thank you for your comments. I'll go back through and read them later. Um, it's always beautiful to do. Thank you so much. We're going to shift gears. Normally, I would do announcements or something. Let me think if I can even remember an announcement. Let's see. Oh, it's last day to sign up for the UK in person classes. You can do that. I think there's a little over 24 hours left, but yeah, I'm teaching 1 and 2, Reiki 1 and 2 there. I'm also teaching the Reiki master there in person. And then we'll see what happens after that. Um, Maybe I'll come back home to the US and actually teach in person. I don't know. I think it would be fun. But, in a way, I want it to be different than how I used to teach in person. And I'm just not sure what that is yet. So we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah. Ethel, it's your first time here too. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Yes. Yes. Big love to you, everyone. Much, much love. So, I can't really think of any other announcements. You can sign up for my newsletter too if you want more messages. I only send a newsletter pretty much once a month. I do have a couple things coming up though where I'm being interviewed for some things. And so, what I might do is put out a newsletter just about that, maybe, or I don't know. But I generally just do once a month because we get a lot of emails out there, don't we? So this way, maybe you'll uh, open that one email every month. I guess for now, though, we can shift gears. And this is the ask me anything kind of thing. And quite literally, you can ask me anything, I'll answer you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a question about Reiki, it can be really about anything. And, I'm tuned in here too. So this kind of reminds me of my mentoring appointments that I offer for people and I don't have a lot of those, but I've opened up some new slots and they're gone already. So after I get back from the UK, I'll look at my schedule again and see if I can offer some more of those. But I channel in those, and I'm here to channel now for you as well. So if you have a question about Reiki or I don't know anything really, I don't know. That's probably dangerous for me to say, but I guess I said it. Also, too, I don't oh, yeah, um yes. It says in the chat, if you put question in all caps, it just helps your questions stand out, but yes, yes. Can you explain the difference between Holy Fire Reiki and Usui Ryoho Reiki? Yeah, Reiki Ryoho. Yeah, so, hi, Christina. I've seen your name around, so I don't know. Maybe it's on YouTube, maybe I follow you or something, I don't know. Um, yeah, I have a tendency to be a little scattered sometimes when I do this, so I apologize for that. All right, Christina. So the difference between Holy Fire Reiki and Usui Reiki. So what I will say is there are some differences, and of course, my own experience, I can tell you lots of different things. But from a fundamental, basic perspective, the main difference is the attunement style. So in Usui lineages, in Usui styles of Reiki, what is done is the Reiki master teacher in the class actually performs the attunement and is in the student's energy, like if it's in person, like literally standing next to the student. And the energy of the attunement, and attunement is a process by which the student gains the ability to channel the Reiki energy. Okay. So that attunement in a Usui class, the energy of the attunement comes through the teacher to the student. In Holy Fire Reiki, it does not. In Holy Fire Reiki, it is the role of the Reiki master teacher to create an opportunity of receptivity. So it just helping the student become receptive through a short, it appears like or sounds like a guided meditation, but then the teacher is quiet. And during that time of this whole process, the student meets directly with the energy, the holy fire energy. Okay. So why is that significant? You are completely worthy and able to connect with the energy and get exactly what you need without anybody else, any other human between you and the energy. I love that because if you just heard what we just did here a few minutes ago, you are the light. You don't need me to channel attunement energy to you so that you can do anything. Now, we do that and there's purpose and things like that. And I'm not saying one is bad or whatever. And, when I first started with Reiki, I did Usui Tibetan Reiki. So I can hear some of you out there, you're saying, well, wait, the name of the class is Usui Holy Fire Reiki. So what's the deal with that? The symbols used in Usui Holy Fire Reiki are the Usui symbols. We teach the Japanese Reiki techniques like Usui developed and taught. But the energy itself is holy fire. Students and practitioners and teachers will continually and consistently report that the holy fire energy has a different quality, a different feel. The results are different. So the energies are different. And I'm going to say this too. You know this because you're probably, if you're here, you're pretty sensitive to energy, right? And so you can feel how an energy of a place might feel different than an energy of another place. It's no different, right? So the energy of holy fire feels and has different characteristics than the energy that comes through an Usui only class. Okay, so that's that energy. So that's my understanding of it. That is the main difference, is the attunement method. I very much like it. And Andrea Roy said, yeah, no third party. Exactly. Exactly. Because you don't need a middle person. You are worthy, complete, whole, brilliant, magnanimous. That's such a cool word, magnanimous. So you can engage with that energy beautifully. And that way, what you receive in your attunement, which we call a placement now, but because it's different, we use a different word because the procedure is different. So you will receive in your placement, which still attunes you to the energy so that you can channel it, you will receive exactly what you need at that time. It's not the same steps that in a Usui class, the Reiki master does the same exact steps for each student and is definitely in your energy as the student. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, but there you go. I hope that's helpful. Any Reiki videos to heighten, strengthen your discernment? Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Watch and become psychic. That'll do it. So that's a recent video, Queen K, watch and become psychic. I even did a 8-hour version of that. Some people like the 8 hours because they put it on while they're working or while they're sleeping. And I will say a common question I get is, number one, do you mean you held your hands up for 8 hours? No, we loop I have a person who helps me with my video editing. It's not an AI thing. That's another thing. People think I use AI to do that. I don't. But we edit that short version so that it's ideal to loop it. And then we loop it for the 8 hours. So the beginning's the same, the end's the same, but in between there during the actual Reiki, that's the looped shorter version. Okay. And it says that in the video description. So the watch and become psychic is good. I'm really doing, I'm throwing a curveball here to my team because I think we had a newsletter. Yeah. Don't worry about this. You know what I'll do? I'll pin a comment under this video after we're done here, because my thinking is I'll go find the newsletter where the Emissaries of Light talked about discernment? Because I think they gave instructions. Did they? I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering that correctly. But if I can find that newsletter and they have instructions for you, I will pin a comment on the YouTube video um, with that link, and you can view that newsletter copy in a browser, and you can get that. But as far as discernment, I don't know, but maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I need to make that video. Videos coming out soon are better sleep, which I had a similar video but different. So better sleep. Ooh, there's one about the fascia, which is very, very interesting. What's the other one? Um, oh, headaches and migraine. So that's what's coming. So anyway, I'll look for that newsletter, Queen K, and put the I'll pin a comment. And if you don't see it, it means I totally misremembered, and but I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, thanks. I took level 1 Reiki and I'm traveling, so all my info is at home. How do I start to reconnect with my Reiki energy? Love your energy. Well, thank you so much, Maggie. You took level 1. Well, in level 1, typically there aren't any symbols or anything like that. The emphasis is also on self Reiki. And so what I would say is that just put your hands on yourself and say Reiki for me, Reiki for me, Reiki for me. That's it. Now, why did I say it 3 times? When I do things, it helps me focus. I can think anything for like 1 time, kind of sort of for 2 times, but if I say something 3 times, I mean, I'm really feeling it by that 3rd time, that yes, my intention is demonstrated by what I'm declaring, what I'm claiming. And it's really that easy. A level 1 Reiki practitioner, all they have to do is intend that Reiki start flowing, and it flows. And you could put your hands on another person at that point, or off the body if you want, and you could help them too. And the Reiki will help them at that level as well. But that's all you need at that. I know it sounds too easy, sounds too good to be true, but that's why we like Reiki so much. I would say thank you so much, Maggie. I hope that's helpful. Does online Reiki attunement work? Please help. Oh my god. Well, yes. Well, and let me clarify this. My I teach live and online, and what I do works. I can't really, I mean, in all honesty, I can't tell you that I don't know what everybody else is doing out there. So I think in order to be um responsible, in order to be in integrity, I would tell you that um, online attunements can be completely 100% effective. Nothing is lost. I even have taught classes where I thought it was better than in person. And I'm not kidding around. But there are lots of different teachers out there. There's lots of different methods. It might be a recorded attunement, and that's online. So I can't really speak for other teachers, other methods, and their results. But I do know for myself, and I know other teachers as well out there, and distant attunements can be absolutely 100% effective. I hope that's helpful. So look for a teacher that you can find out about. Don't just choose willy-nilly off a Google search or something. You know what I mean? So do your homework and follow your discernment. Follow your discernment. Thanks. Question, please speak more about imposter syndrome. I'm having difficulty putting myself out there because of this. Oh, yeah. Well, imposter syndrome is really a product of, and I'm going to use this word even though it might be weird, but the Matrix. I don't really talk like that very much, but I really did like that movie when it came out. I mean, it's probably what, 30 years ago. I don't know how old the movie is, but I was like, wow, that's really kind of true. So here's the thing. Imposter syndrome is actually in on one hand, I'm going to tell you it's good. I know, and that's surprising. And I've said that on here before. And so the good news about it is that means you care. That means you want to like do your best for people and you're afraid to disappoint them or be fake or anything like that. So what that tells me is, you know, there's something in your character that cares quite a lot, about how you show up for people and how you engage in the world. And I think that that's really kind of cool, right? So, yay for you. Shamuk, shamuk. Yay for you on that. Now, let me go back though to the matrix thing I said. So, imposter syndrome is largely a product of the matrix, meaning we have been taught our whole lives, maybe, or many of us have, that you need to have all the letters behind your name and you need to be the expert and you need to know it all before you can XYZ. And that has put us in this cycle of always striving to, I have to take the next class. I have to read this book. I have to go to this event. I have to take this workshop. I don't know enough. But here, let's just change the wording a little. I'm not good enough. That's really what it boils down to. It is a belief that you're not good enough, that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, right? And so I think that one of the remedies of imposter syndrome is having talks like this, discussions like this, and hearing the words takes us back, doesn't it? Into our memories, maybe when we were a child, things that we were taught, experiences that we had, and we formed these beliefs, and it's created a framework and we're just playing that out over and over and over. But here's the thing. You know better now. And you are creative human, remember? And so you can change that. You can change that. Now, I have a Reiki video, I believe, on healing imposter syndrome. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. Healing imposter syndrome with Reiki. So you might try that. But the thing is, this is big, and it's big in my own life too, and it's permission. It is time for us to give ourselves permission to do the thing that we feel guided to do. You don't have to have it all worked out. And quite frankly, we don't want to have it all worked out because when you begin something and just start it, just be who you are, just be authentic. That is the best thing you can be because people with all the letters after their name and have jumped through all the hoops and blah, 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 that doesn't mean they're the best person to speak on that or the best person to help you. That doesn't mean integrity. Reading 100 books, taking 100 classes, having 100 letters after your name, when is it enough? You see, that's why we know it's fake. It's not real. So imposter syndrome is just a pattern of belief, and you can change that by awareness, understanding of it in yourself, and saying, you know what? F that. This is my life. I'm giving myself permission. I'm putting myself out there. How about that? And I said, you don't want to know it all? You don't, because when you first start, let it be kind of a mess, because what'll happen is then you learn in an authentic way how to get better. And then it becomes your own education, your own improvement of skills, your own improvement of knowledge, not driven by a book or somebody else's workshop, but driven by your lived experience. And that's what we're here to do on the planet, is experience. So Allow yourself that authentic journey that you can't buy in a book. You can't find a workshop to teach you that. There's no substitute for that. Be committed to that. And let's see how long you feel like an imposter. Because when you're trying to be yourself and you allow yourself to be yourself, there's no imposter of anything. You're just not, you know, you're not going to go out there and claim you're perfect and know it all. So as long as you don't do that, there's integrity and that matters. I hope that's helpful to you. Yeah, thank you. What is the reality on twin flames? What is the higher perspective on compatible soulmates? Oh, yes. Mm. So, what's coming through? Andrea doesn't know a lot about this, so let me see what they say about it. Yeah. All right. It just comes through. I'll just do a direct thing instead of putting in my own words. So, okay. Let me read that again. What's the reality? Hmm. Okay. Twin flames is an example of a relationship, an idea, a concept, and an energetic combination that humans put much focus and emphasis on. It can become the subject of books and workshops and many other things. And the reality of it, as you have asked, is simply an energetic resonance that exists between these two. There is a commonality there, an understanding. And to put it more in human terms, if you have sat in a room with another person and completely jived, so to speak, and could complete each other's sentences, and there's a familiarity and bond there, this would be what we are saying also about an energetic resonance sort of experience. So there is a commonality, there is an overlap, there is an understanding of the resonance that is in unison together. And mm, frankly, it is in the human perspective, simply what you wish to explore with it, because we have explained what it is in energy and beyond the human experience. It does not mm, have consequences in the highest levels of consciousness where all is light anyway and all is in oneness. And so the twin flame concept is a degree above the separation that you consistently experience on earth. And so therefore it does seem special. And in mm, if you wish to label it as special and find that to be a special attribute, then that is perfectly fine and acceptable for you to do this. Mm. But in the light of truth, all is one. So, in that regard, mm, special is a human construct, a human label, and we will leave it there for now. It is a complicated. Mm, it is a complicated endeavor to take what is a human experience and a human focus and translate it into the higher realms, because in the higher realms the perspective is quite inclusive and loving to all, where division is limited, and we understand division being limited is uh, an interesting phrase. So I don't know if that was that helpful, but that's what came through. Wow, it's only we have 10 more minutes. Could you give me a channel message that would give me some guidance on overcoming my doubt of my healing abilities? Oh, hi, Michelle. Let's see. Michelle, doubt of healing abilities. Hmm. What you describe is very common in the healing circles and professions and want to be practitioners on earth at this time. This is not a unique situation. The times that you are in are calling many of you to heal yourself and heal others. In humanity's past, this was shunned, this was prevented, and this was ridiculed, and this was enough to be put to death. It is no wonder that you and others like you who are in doubt of their healing capabilities, their gifts, their abilities, and this comes up right, the right to heal. It is not uncommon now. Many of you have been called to this, and so therefore the contrast is showing itself. There is a cry out on the planet from many of you about this because there is a pull and yet there is a holding back or block to it. This may also be healed, and we will coordinate a healing session about this. So look for that. Um, in your case, this is not unlike what was talked about earlier with beliefs. Much of what you believe about yourself and your capabilities was formed when you were a child. It formed by models of in your life, parents, caregivers, and you were an observer. You were a sensitive child where you would observe and you would write the rules of engagement, so to speak, how you would behave, how you would pull yourself back or allow yourself to go forward based on external circumstances, judgments, expectations, and consequences. And so the rule book that you had constructed for yourself as a young child is substantial, and it energetically still has a place in your life and when you make your decisions. And we will tell you that the Reiki energy that you are engaging with has the power to unwind and unbind that book, so to speak, of the rules. It is permission, as she has mentioned before. It is also permission. The energy of holy fire Reiki also does engage with a person to help them heal what keeps their authentic self from being recognized. She has talked about it, and we have talked about it, that the light of who you truly are is within you now. It is just that you are obstructed from perceiving it. That is all. You are whole and complete. You are in oneness. It is simply that it is beyond your skill, beyond your ability to see it. It is quite amazing, the human mind, the human construct, the human experience is savory and beautiful, even though it is harsh and difficult at times as well. The challenges are quite unique, and this is why the Earth planetary experience as a human is so vivid, so valuable, so sought after, and beloved by others, by onlookers, by those who hold you in love and support. They are with you all. You are asked to, Michelle, this is to you. You are asked to be quiet and still, and you are asked to go within your heart. Is there a mm, spiritual ally that you have a relationship to that you trust and know? And this is not required, but some of you here do have relationships like this. And if you do, you may utilize those relationships as a trusted friend. Ask questions, explore with them. It is not necessary to go outside yourself to know the truth of who you are, because as you do understand and perceive that authentic self, the permission comes. The permission comes. The knowing comes. All of these things come with your acceptance of yourself as this light. So the objective is to clear away everything that keeps you looking away from the truth of who you are. So for many, that is religion. For many, that is what was learned as a young child. And for many, that is both and intertwined with each other. And so if you do have a trusted ally that you respect and admire and love and trust, then you may utilize that as a tool. As we said, it is not required, but for those of you who have that, please utilize it. The objective, as we have said, is to see yourself as the light of who you are. And so, regardless, ask questions, engage with your higher self. If you have no spiritual ally that you can identify, your higher self knows you, loves you, and is completely you. Ask your higher self to help you make energetic adjustments in your field so that you can embody more of that part of your consciousness in your human body. When you do this, your human body receives healing because the vibration of your higher self has the capability to move mountains. This is why we have said this many times to you in the past. So we have been all over in this answer, and we do apologize. She is reminding us of this. There is so much that we could say. And while you ask the question, Michelle, others present here are also asking on their own behalf. There are many variations to the question. However, the answers are not too varied because there are so many common sources of the doubt. What we wish to conclude with is to tell you that it is no accident that this is on your mind and in your heart. It is no accident that at this time on earth you are here experiencing this. The great transformation of humanity is upon us. It is beautiful. It is moving forward just so. Many are looking to say, when will it be over? It isn't going well, or any number of judgments and questions. And we assure you, all is in order, all is being orchestrated perfectly. There is no right and there is no wrong. However, your presence here is on purpose. Your presence here is magnanimous, to use the word that she likes so much lately. Your presence here is magnanimous, it is purposeful, and you are here to move the mountains. So you are asked to work to embody your higher self, light in the human body, elevate and heal the human body as you do this. She will address this in upcoming work as well. We are making her list for her now and hope this is comforting to her. We thank you for your questions. We thank you for your presence. And we thank you enormously for your commitment to yourself in your evolution during this pivotal time for humanity's future. Mm, wow. Okay. Michelle, I hope that helped. And for the others here who had a similar question, I hope that was helpful. I know it kind of went all over, but I'm gonna have to listen to the back to this myself. So, because I didn't get all that myself. So, and I think I have some things I'm supposed to do, but I can't even tell you what those are. I don't even know what that was. I think we're out of time. Wow. So in the chat, there are the mentoring things. If you, you're welcome, Michelle. Again, I hope that that was helpful. Um, yeah, wow. I did see somebody asked about classes, like my next classes and stuff. I'm sure the team put that in the chat for you. I do teach live and online. Um, and that's after I get back from the UK, right? So, July, I have a Reiki 1 and 2 and then the master. I teach 1 and 2 together. So the whole world opens up to you just after one class. You can do distance work. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. What a joy to be with you all. Wow, until next time. Woo! Big hugs to you. I'm always thinking about all of you. I'm always with you. I will see you on the YouTube channel. I try to read the comments, but there are a lot. But we're together. We're together. And I thank you so, so much. Like they said, because your focus, your attention on healing yourself and helping yourself, even though I know you want to help other people too. I mean, let's be honest. But when you work to feel better yourself, it's a cascade effect. And I just thank you so much. So much. So I'll see you in July for our next event like this. And I'll post the replay tomorrow with the music. All right, everyone. Take wonderful care and bless you too. Thank you all.